Welcome to the Wolfchase Toyota Insider of the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Brightwell alongside Brooks Monaghan. And Coach, I know it was a very good weekend for you. Got the offense really kicked in and going. 7 goals over the weekend and your wins. First of all, let's go back to Southeastern Louisiana. 3-1 win on Friday, but you look at that final. If you were there, it was one of those games where something somewhere clicked, and that the rest of the weekend just followed, because it was a game early on that Southeastern Louisiana was really dictating the pace. They got the early goal a little over 10 minutes into the match. But once you tied that thing up, it was one of those light bulb moments went off or something clicked. You guys controlled, dominated, to be frank, the rest of that match.
Yeah, you know, I've had a chance to go back and watch the video. And to be honest, I thought the first 10 minutes we were good. And then for like the next 20, and that's when they scored, we weren't so good. And you know, we knew that was going to be, as coaches, you knew that was going to be a tough game. And sometimes that's a trap game because you're for your kids, because you know when you're playing the Alabamas, the Auburns, the Vanderbilts, the Ole Misses, everybody's heard of those programs in Southeast Louisiana. Although it's a smaller name, they're a very, very good program. And I knew that I know the coach well. I knew they'd be up for the game, and you know, they came out playing like, you know, they were trying to really prove something, and obviously with a lot of confidence because they hadn't lost the game yet. So I think it caught us off guard a little bit. I mean, there's no excuse for that. But you know, when they got that first goal, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I mean, it's you know, it's something that we haven't been scoring a lot of goals, so it brings some concern. But I did, you know, after the game settled down a little bit. Obviously, we went into halftime, you know, with a 2-1 lead, and again, we just emphasized play your style of soccer, and that was a possession-oriented game, and I thought our kids did really, really well to not get rattled, to get through it, you know, and finish the game strong.
You mentioned not only were they undefeated, you looked at their numbers. They had outscored their opponents 24 goals to just 1 goal on the season. So to score 3 goals on that defense and that keeper, very stout. In the second half, you mentioned when you came out playing your match in the second half, there's really no time of possession stat in soccer, but if you had it, you'd have had all 45 minutes. You completely controlled it.
Yeah, no, I thought we did a much better job. But again, not to take anything away from them. I mean, Southeast Louisiana is a very good team, you know, and a win is a win. And I knew it was going to be tough, and you know, but again, I was happy with the way that we adapted, you know, and started to dictate the pace of the game, and obviously finish the game with the victory.
Interesting weekend because you play a home match, then a road match, and one weekend usually it's either 2 home or 2 away. But you get on the bus, go down to Kennesaw, a little bit north of Atlanta, Georgia. They've always got a solid program, great facility down there. They share the pro team that Vendela, you've had some players play down there. 4-0 win Sunday, led by Val Sanderson's 2 goals.
Yeah, no, I thought that was for the most part. I thought we played extremely well the entire match. You know, I felt we went in at halftime with a 2-0 lead. You know, I felt we missed some opportunities, but that was, all in all, that was a very good match. It allowed us to, well, I shouldn't say allowed, but we said, you know what, we're going to play, give some other kids some minutes that haven't played that much, and I thought those kids, when given the opportunity, did a great job, you know, and so it was a good weekend. You know, obviously we've got our hands full this weekend, but I thought the timing of the weekend to get 2 results, score a lot of goals, you know, it should give our kids confidence going into our next matches. I
know the first part of the season, even with that tough strength of schedule, you're a little frustrated with trying to get things going offensively. 7 goals over the weekend. Obviously, it's still early enough in the season that probably everything's not fixed, but you got to feel a lot better now, and probably a lot of pressure off their shoulders.
Yeah, I mean, again, this day and age, you know, a win is a win. You take it, but you know, we're gradually, you know, we're able to get one of our players back. You know, who's been injured since the first 15 minutes of Alabama, and we're close to getting another one back. So, you know, it takes time. It takes time, and you know, unfortunately, at the beginning of the season, when you play such a strong schedule, you make mistakes, you get punished for them, and that's what's happened to us. But I feel we're in a good place. Again, I feel all we can do is just put our head down, work hard, focus, do the right things. which then give us the best opportunity to compete in our next matches. And again, we're going to have to. We emphasize that today at practice. It's about doing all the little things right to give us the best chance going into this weekend.
Well, you're going to have a chance to boost that RPI even more this weekend. The strength of schedule, of course, is going to zoom up again. And these are just great matches you always schedule for that resume at the end of the season. You'll go to Stillwater to play in their tournament. A couple of Big 12 teams, Oklahoma State Friday and Texas Tech on Sunday.
Yeah, both very good teams. Obviously it's one game at a time. We faced Oklahoma State several times in the past, and it's always been a good game. I think we play similar styles of soccer. I think that should be a great match. We've never played Texas Tech before, but when the polls come out, they're going to be anywhere ranked from 7th to 5th in the country. So it's exciting. It's exciting. And again, we talked about that. It's a great opportunity. I mean, like you said, the RPI, no matter what happens, it still helps our RPI. But I mean, we're going into, we have a chance to make some noise here, but one game, like I said, I keep saying that, one game at a time, and we're gonna have our hands full. I mean, Oklahoma State has had several injuries, and they're getting players back. I know the coach extremely well, does a fantastic job, and they'll be ready to go.
And of course, for your team, especially your veterans, they're just used to playing these schedules. They're not looking at Oklahoma State and Texas Tech like, wow, this is the big time, because you've already played 4 SEC teams this year. You're going to play a couple of Big 12, and the veterans, they do this every year.
Yeah, no, that's right. And again, it's just it's looking at it as an opportunity. What we said to the girls today is it's like a NCAA weekend. There's 2 very, very good, well-coached teams that we can't afford to make mistakes because they will punish us. And we've got to be at the top of our game.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot. We'll talk to you next week.
Yep.
Head Coach Brooks Monaghan, I'm Jeff Brightwell for the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.